I hear you. I hear you.
I don't hear you. Now I hear you.
Check.
How's everybody doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It is a Sunday. It is the 1st of February. Quick January just went by. Hope everybody's dealing with the weather, at least us down here on the East Coast in the middle of the country. I know our boy DJ doesn't have to deal with the weather this time of year like we do. But we're fighting the ice, we're fighting the snow. I guess the ice term means more than one thing these days. But anyhow, I won't get started on that one. I hope everybody's doing good. Welcome to the show. Hope we have some college basketball plays for you today that do well. We've been doing pretty good the last couple Sundays. Let's see if we can keep it up. How we doing this morning, DJ?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yesterday I went live early in the morning, and I went over my plays for the first half of the day yesterday with everybody. Good morning, there, Donahue, my guy, live from Vegas. What up? Um, yeah, so I went over some things yesterday. A few people stopped in and checked me out or whatever. Those plays went really, really well. I think I went like 3-1 early or something like that. And I just kept going for the rest of the day, block by block. I didn't go back live with it, but at the end of the day, I ended up being 8-7 for the day yesterday, which is good for a Saturday.
I didn't know what the hell you meant when you texted me this morning. 8-7. I didn't know what you were talking about, but I get you. I listen. As we know, man, Saturdays like going through the gauntlet with 140 average games, about 140 games. That's the hardest part is picking the games and which direction you should go in. You know, even though we set up some models and they flag some games, I don't know, are they flagging the right games? It's just a tough thing on the sun. Today, not so bad. We got like 20 games, 23 games, so it was a little bit easier. But yeah, man, I hear you about yesterday. But yeah, 8-7, you survived the day, right? So we go on to the next day. Yesterday, I just put a couple live plays in this and that. Had family obligations yesterday and last night, so I did triple up on the UConn game though. With UConn first half, UConn -6.5, and UConn team total over. So I did good with that game yesterday. But I had a couple losses. A live total loss on St. Joe's, and I forgot the other one. Oh, the other one was the West Virginia game. I took it live with about a minute left in the first half. My favorite time to take a live bet. And West Virginia comes out and for 7 minutes doesn't score a basket. You know, that's college basketball for you, man. Sometimes they just go into those droughts. 7 minutes, they didn't score a damn point. So obviously, and that game didn't even reach like 120. I think I had like 140 or something like that. So it was one of those. But anyhow, overall, we're holding our own. We're doing our thing. March Madness Selection Sunday is, I believe, 5 weeks maybe from today, or it could be 6 weeks from today. But that's when it is. Is it the second? It might be the second Sunday in March. So that would make it 6 weeks. We'll have March Madness starting the picks, and then we'll be going strong. And then after that, it's the best time of year, if you ask me, Major League Baseball. So we got a lot to do on WhoBangin. We got a lot of things coming up. Hope everybody stays tuned. Hope you're paying attention to that members page for only $4.99 a month. All our picks are out there. We got Dylan putting out some really good hockey picks. We got UFC picks out there. Now the boys, Ixnizzle and the boys are into that TGL golf stuff. They're putting out picks. So stay tuned. Anyway, enough housekeeping. Let's get to the show. I got 4 or 5 games. 4 games popped out, and then I added 2 games. And so
go ahead, go for
you
one.
Want to hit one first?
You go for one. You said a few that you had. I think I got a couple of the same. So we'll just be authentic, and we'll just lead into it.
I didn't put the damn banners in. I didn't have time today. I'll tell you the games I'm on, and tell me if you're on any of these games. I'm on the East Carolina game, FAU. I'm on the Alabama Florida game. I'm
Yes,
on the Rider game, St. Pete's Rider.
yes,
St. Thomas game. You on the Rider game?
yes.
Okay. I'm on the UMK, Kansas City against St. Thomas. I'm on Illinois at Nebraska and Minnesota at Penn State. I don't have a bet maybe on every one of those games. I might. I got. I'm writing them up now, but those are the games that I capped. Those are the games that popped out and I dove more into today. So only one of those games you're on.
Two of them. I'm on the Florida game and also on the
All
Rider
right,
game.
good. Good. You want to tell you what? I'll start with let me start with the East Carolina FAU game. I think that might be the earliest game. I was trying to put down the damn times and
Yeah, I'm over here working on banners while you're doing that.
and I didn't do that. A matter of fact, no, I'm not even going to start with that game because I got to pull up the. Let's start with the double game. Let's start with the Alabama Florida game. That's probably one of the biggest games of the day. I love today. That's on a Sunday that they have so many good matchups today. Even if we're not betting them, just to watch these games, you could learn a lot. And today, I'm glad no football today. I hope the NCAA keeps track and keeps doing this for the next 4 or 5 Sundays and gives us these big matchups because there's some really good games today. And it's crunch time in conference, right? Conference tournaments are going to be starting soon, so the whole thing. So I was really happy to see some of those games. This one is one of them. Alabama, Florida. I like this game. Listen, I've been a big Florida backer for the whole year. I started off a little slow with them. They didn't, they were the championship team. They didn't come out too strong. Their guard Boogie was hurt. They had a couple of injuries. It's hard to come out of the gate strong after winning a championship. You just probably don't practice that well. Leading into the season, it's just a mindset. I can see it happening. But Florida has come on strong, very strong. And I wouldn't be surprised if they took it all the way. I wouldn't be surprised, if they're in the top 4. I got them in the top 4 right now. I didn't really think too hard about it, but I can't see how I would leave them out of the top 4 unless something happens over the last 5 weeks. And they're at a good price to win the championship still. They're at a pretty good number, so not a bad look. I'm not a biggest future player, but not a bad look. Anyway, saying all that about Florida, you know where I'm going the other way. I like Alabama today. I think it's too many points. I took it at plus 8.5 at minus 118. I like that it got juiced up a little bit to the 8.5, that it wasn't just 110. Of course it's going to be a close game, but I see Alabama winning this game outright. Be honest with you. When I went through it all, I come up with Alabama winning by 3 or 4 points. I have the first half being really close. I think there's going to be a lot of scoring in the game. I got the total set at about 170, but I took Alabama. I think they in a lot of ways they match up good with Florida, and I think there could be an upset in this game outright. I don't know how you feel about that, but the way I have it looked at is a strong play on Alabama. What about you?
Well,
You're the opposite, I know. Go ahead, talk to me. Okay,
yes, you are right. I am the opposite on this game. I'm taking Florida, and there's a huge line movement up in here for the sharps coming in on Florida right here, and at that pace, right? The sharps are coming in on the Florida. That's a minus what it was 9.5 at one point, and it's down to like 9 or something like that. But the sharps to come in right there speaks a lot of words.
Coming in at
Also,
what? What's the line?
it's I got it at 9,
Oh,
but
you see 9 now.
yeah,
Okay.
I got it at 9. Gators minus 9.
Yeah, I like it even
But
more now.
but
Go ahead.
the sharp is a big sharp movement to Florida Gators, so I got to kind of roll with that. Plus, Florida Gators have the defense. When it comes down to times like this, defense is key. Conference play, getting down to March Madness, and the line is telling you that they're telling you the defense is better than the offense, basically, in this matchup. So, um, I'm going ahead and going with the Gators minus the 8.5, but I'm also taking the under as well in this one because if they're telling you that the Gators ride on defense, so they're telling you that they and the board, so they're gonna be um riding the defense hard. Alabama's gonna have like one chance to put the ball up, and after that, they're gonna get the rebound and they're gonna work them down. So I like the under 175 and also like the Gators. So I guess we got a little head to head.
Yeah. No, I like the I like I said, the way I figured it out was going to come up to about 168 to 170. So I definitely agree with you on the under. And the way I have it set up, the metrics I looked at, Alabama is better in pace. Their offensive efficiency is higher. Their turnovers percentage is higher. They got an edge there, and they've just been playing good. I just think Florida might be due for a little bit of an upset. Florida did beat them bad last year, so it could be a little bit of a revenge game. But yeah, we're head to head. That's how we like it.
I
Just
like
to
it.
go to show everybody how we do it. Like we're not just
Somebody's gonna win. That's all we know. It's gonna be a win for sure.
WhoBangin's getting a win today, baby.
A win for sure.
But I like that under. That under's a good look. That 170 is a good look. Hopefully, some of the public. See, it's a real public game. That's why I sometimes I shy away from the betting splits, especially on a Sunday when there's only a few good games like that. But I'm hoping that the under might get pushed up even a little bit.
I got a couple prop angles too for y'all. I didn't take them, but they got Florida team total over.
Which was
Alabama, I don't know what it is, but I'm just looking at it. It says Florida team total over. Reason in Alabama's 352 turnover rate and passive defense allows Florida to score their will in the paint. Also Ruben Chailalu over in rebounds. I don't know who bets props on college, but that's one. And also there's a Alabama team total under. So if you believe in the theory that the defense is going to be key here, then you can also try to take Alabama under, which should be a good number. I don't know what it is, but it should be a good number because they average a high amount anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I had the game like that. Alabama's going to score over 85 points, and Florida, they're both going to score into the 80s. So, I mean, I had my final score 87-83, Alabama, but even if it's reversed, that's still it might hit that team total there. The first half I had really close in this game. I have a 1 point difference in the first half, so it's going to be a good game. I'm definitely going to be watching that game. Anyhow, just goes to show you, like I was saying, how we do it. We're handicappers. We're not here to we're not marketing here. We're not trying to prove,
This ain't a magic show. This ain't a magic show.
A magic show. All right, man. Let's get to another game.
Let's go. And you go for it. I know we got the writer. You want to go ahead and go over the writer? I got the writer too. You want to go over writer?
Let's go to writer. Let's go to writer. The writer where the school that owes me a lot of money. But
you started last time.
Okay, go ahead.
Started last time, so I'm gonna go first, right? And I got them a couple ways right here. I got St. Peter's under for the game, which is a big one. The under the inaccuracy of shooting of Ryder is really, really low, bottom of the barrel, and it's going to be methodical how St. Peter's going to go about this game right here. Big efficiency gap as well as offensive efficiency. So St. Peter can really score, but it's the inability of Ryder scoring is going to keep this one under. So I like the under in that one. And also,
what's the number?
I got under, where is it? 137. And then
right,
we got, but at the same time, St. Peter's is going to score. They won, I believe it's 7 out of 8 of their last first half. So I'm kind of picking around the bush at this one, but I'm going to take St. Peter's first half team total over 35, which I think is pretty low. I think they start off fast and the game slows down because they're going to get ahead and beat them by a lot. It'll be like a blowout type win where the underdog only scores a little. And I also like Ryder full game minus the 8 as well. Where you at on this one? I'm interested to know now.
Now you're interested. Now you're interested. What was the total you got? 137. I seen 138
137.
actually this morning. I come up with a total of a 135 to 136. So again, I agree with you on that under, and I see why you're on the under. I'm on. So anyhow, getting off my little thing about Ryder, why they owe me so much money is because my daughter went to school there. Has nothing to do with betting, and I'll never get that back. um, uh, I took them minus 7.5. You know, I'm not a big minus 7.5, -8 type of guy, but that's where I took. No, I took them. I got them winning by that much, but I took them in the first half -3.5, -129. That's what I took. I took St. Peter's -3.5, -129, and I'm leaning on taking them for the full game. I think they can just blow this team out. They were -7.5 this morning. I got them winning by 8 to 9. I was going to look up to see St. Peter's at Ryder. I see on VSiN -7.5 still, with 75% of the total of the handle on St. Peter's, and the under is pretty even, but the under is taking a little bit more money at 137.5. But I did officially take St. Pete's first half -3.5. That was -129. So, which tells me it could go up to -4. Do you? That kind of correlates to what you were saying,
My
doesn't it?
my matrix has 68 to 55.
In the first half,
No, for the game, 68.
for the game, six. So in the first half, though, you said you liked the first half. You took the team total.
I took the team total, but it says first half 8 out of 10 last day games.
Yeah.
Ryder, I mean,
So you think they're going to be scoring, and we think they're better than Ryder. So that's what I'm saying. My bet kind of correlates with yours. I mean, if it's going to go over, it's a good chance St. Pete's, wins it by 4 points. I got the first half 34-30. I got the second half of the full game 72 to 64. So we're pretty close.
yeah, I just got it be 36 to 40. I mean, what do you say?
Yeah, you're under the. Well, it's under the total.
Well,
What'd you get as a total?
I got team
138.
Yeah, 137. But first half, I got team total over 35. I think you said.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah,
and I got St. Pete. Just crank it up a little bit. Just crank it up a little bit.
And like I said, and I like you got the over in the first half. I like that because St. Pete should contribute to that a lot. So that's the other game that we're on. I got to find my line on my FAU game.
What's your next game?
My next game is, and then just so everybody knows, we're gonna have our boy Dylan come in a few minutes with his NHL Sunday. He's been on fire with his NHL. We'll see how his UFC weekend went. Let's go with this.
Is he drinking early this morning? Oh my God.
He's drinking already.
Oh no. That's the other kind of drink.
Even up in Canada, isn't it too early?
I ain't seen Jay Peasy in a while. Where you been, my guy? Must be busy. I've met hundreds of cappers throughout the years, and when some of them you don't see them around for a long time, it's usually because they got busy. Life gets busy, man. Ain't got time for this shit at some point in time. It ain't the same after you do it so long. But I appreciate you showing up, man. LA to the Bay, Jay Peasy. That was one of T's boys too. That's he did the intro for T's show, man. Jay Peasy, my man. T's loves him.
What's up, Jay? Good to see you, brother. Thanks for joining in. Everything DJ said is 100% right, man. There's some people that you don't see in the chat for a while, and and we're like you say, life happens. We're not all in all the different chats as much as we used to. So anyway, welcome, man. Good to see you, brother. You know what, DJ? I was in such a rush this morning that I didn't even realize I took the under in the Florida game also, 176.5. Minus 112. What?
I think that makes us both on the under.
Yep, it does. It does. I just realized that. And my St. Pete's is -3.5. So there you go. The next game I'm going to talk about is
do this Kansas City St. Thomas.
Okay, Kansas City St. Thomas. I got to look up the line because I didn't.
This one that came up in my matrix, but I didn't go after it. I took a lot of those high lay in the wood spots yesterday, and I just didn't feel comfortable with it today. I really tried to take it down today to 4 picks, but somehow I ended up with 7 or 8 or some shit. But
Yeah, no, me too. Me too. I got to find the line on that game. So I'm going to go to another one because
I
I
gave
have
the
to.
line. I gave the line on the
I don't
game.
remember what I did. Like I said, I was in such a rush this morning
Yeah,
that
it
I
was
don't even remember what I
minus
bet.
18 and a half for St.
Yeah,
Thomas.
I'm on the total. I'm definitely not on the 18 and a half either way. You know me. I don't play those games at all. That's your expertise, not mine. Um,
Yeah, sometimes sometimes you just gotta believe in the cap and stick with the system, and
yeah,
it's
but
hard. It's very
I
hard.
really
I'm
didn't
not.
even cap it that way. Okay, let's go to that. Let me see what that game even says, and I'll
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
tell you
have
what
them
it says
winning.
right here.
I had them not winning by 18. Actually, I have them winning by 16. 67 to KC 67, St. Thomas 83. In the first half, I have them winning by 8. I wasn't taking that game at that price. Not these teams.
So here's what my metric says right here.
Go
It
ahead.
says it says
What the hell is that?
all offense brutality. Kansas City ranks 338th in adjusted offense and 320th in field goal percentage. It's a mismatch versus St. Thomas as the offense is a juggernaut by comparison, 10th nationally in field goal percentage and 127th in efficiency. The gap of shooting efficiency, ranked 10 versus 320, creates a massive points per possession disparity that favors the home team. It's supposed to lay St. Thomas with that one, but I'm not comfortable laying.
No, that's not the right game for me to be doing that with.
But you
I
got
might
another
not
one.
even put it. That was a game that my model flagged this game because of the under. The under's listed at about 152 and a half right now, and I have it
Oh,
coming up to like 149, 150.
oh, I can see that. I can see that because of
Yeah,
teams like Kansas City with lack of offense. It's crazy.
right.
I've been watching these edges, and I'm like, wow, if a team is really inefficient on offense, you should see some of the clumsy shit they do to mess up. And knowing that you're not good on offense, why would you continue to do the same thing? But that's life too.
Yeah, it says that St. Thomas has the advantage in pace, offensive efficiency, scoring, quality shots, defensive stability. I use like 10 metrics, just hit 5 of them.
Yeah.
But this game opened up at 146 and it got bet up to 152. Now, my model had this game landing in between 148 and 150. So that's pretty interesting how that thing jumped up. And now I realize why I had a star next to it, but I didn't put it down because I want to watch the market move on this game. So I'm leaning on the under, but it's not an official play um, for now. But I'm leaning on the under because it's listed at 152 and it went up for a 6 points. That's a lot for it to go up. You
You
know.
gotta get let's you want to bring Dylan in so he don't be sitting back
Sure, go
there.
ahead. Bring him in.
He's starting to worry me.
You know, it's Sunday, man. You know how it is. It's Sunday. We're just free falling here.
It's the UFC king.
Yo, shit.
What
My
up,
man
brother?
Dylan, he smacked UFC so
Top of the
fast.
morning.
He almost retired halfway through. He was already smacked him good.
Yeah, it was pretty good live. I mean, the bets that I put out, I went 1-1, but I mean, that's to be expected. I told you guys Dan Hooker was a long shot. Maybe my heart was invested. He's my favorite, one of my favorites. But I didn't just take the money line. I took the point spread. You know, I thought maybe my boy, he's going to lose, but maybe he keeps this one close. But now he got choked out in round 2. Such is life.
It happens.
Shit happens.
That's the only way he loses, man. You got to submit him. He's too tough, and he likes getting beat up. So you got to choke him out if you want to beat that man. That's how it is.
You had a good day overall with the UFC?
Yeah, it was good, man. Good live bets. Good live betting opportunities. Got Mauricio Ruffy live. And we bet at the end of the night wasn't so good. We bet on Diego Lopez. Thought the rematch theory in the UFC for me just says, 2 fights never go the same way. And it's, tried, tested, and true. But that fight went the exact same way. It was Volk by decision, and the fight looked the exact same pretty much. The guy rocked him once. He had a submission attempt. Really the exact same fight, which doesn't happen a lot. But,
sometimes them, sometimes you. Sometimes them.
10% of the time they do, and that's what we saw Saturday. Oh,
let
good,
let,
man.
let us
Now.
let us kind of speed through this through these
Go
college
ahead.
picks, and we can get into
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I just been bullshitting along. I got. We talked about St. Pete's. We talked about Alabama. I took this other game that I'm interested in is this Purdue game. I wasn't a game that really got flagged. It's just a game that I added. I like Purdue today to just roll. I took their team total over 81 and a half. I think that they're gonna easily beat up. This Maryland team is home. Off a horrendous game where they only scored 48 points to Michigan State. Now, their offense isn't that bad, but Michigan State beat them up 91-48. They just play no defense. Purdue's defense isn't that great either. Neither team really defends the three so good. But and I shouldn't say Purdue's defense isn't really great. In 3-point percentage, they're not. In offensive and defensive efficiency, they're number one in the country. I think they just roll over this Maryland team. Purdue's off of 3 losses. One was an upset. Illinois hit 18 threes against them. I think they got to get right in this game. It's coming down to conference time. This is usually Purdue time of year. The point spread was a little bit out of whack for my taste. I took the team total over 81 and a half. That was my bet. At minus 125.
Are you guys ready for my version of this one?
Uh-oh. Go ahead.
Here we go. So I did a rookie move.
Did it? Just break closer.
When I looked at the game, I did a rookie move on this one. I first looked at it and I liked it Purdue minus the 15. But as I looked at it a lot closer, and this was going against, I liked the Purdue at the beginning. This is going against my metric. My metric's like Purdue minus 13 and a half, but it moved up to 15 and a half.
Right.
And I didn't like that.
No.
And I know Maryland has their woes in scoring, but ATS wise, Maryland can backdoor this one. And yesterday I seen a whole bunch of games kind of backdoored at the last minute. And with the home court advantage and the backdoor possibly being open, I went ahead and doubled the bet and took the other side, took Maryland plus 15 and a half in this one. So I like taking the points right here, even though, Maryland thing is they struggle to do something, right? They struggle to make offense. But defensively, both teams are pretty much about the same, So Maryland at home, maybe they shoot a little better against a Purdue team who doesn't play defense like super tight, So they should. I should probably be taking Maryland team total over, but instead I'm gonna just take Maryland plus the points.
I think they're definitely going to rebound. I tell you the truth, I kind of like the over in this game. That's why I didn't take the points with it. I'm not taking 15, but I could definitely see Nebraska covering. I could definitely see Nebraska covering, but I think they're definitely going to not score 48 points again. Their team total was 66. That was kind of interesting taking the over. But like I said, I think there's going to be a lot of points scored in this game. I personally think Purdue's going to roll them, but either if winning by 13-14 is pretty much rolling somebody. So it's a game we could both hit for sure. I wouldn't put down a bet on the game over either. So I do think that Maryland's going to score more, and they're back home again, So I agree with you. Kind of, I wouldn't take Purdue at the 15. So we're kind of on the same page with that. Trying to see what the betting splits, but anyhow, that's where we're on that game. The other game that I am on is this Illinois-Nebraska game. Another crazy matchup. Nebraska lost that last game to Michigan, which really they were hurt. They were taking IVs before the game. Their 2 big boys were out. I'm not really sure if they're out again today. I'm gonna figure that out right now. But I like it. I like the upset today. This is not, it was only 2.5 points, but I took Illinois. I think they could win this game outright. I think Nebraska is going to. I think too many people are in love with Nebraska. Listen, they were 16-0 before last week. There's a lot to be in love with them about, but I just have a feeling that I like this Illinois team a lot. They've been winning games against some real quality teams. They beat up Purdue. I like the way they play. They play well on the road. I took the points plus 2.5, minus 118. I got them winning. I got actually the way my model came out, DJ, was Nebraska winning by 1. So they actually have Nebraska winning 75-74 with a total of 149. Now, I don't know what the market is right now about the total, but I'm on. That's what I'm on. Very easily, that's what I'm on. Illinois plus 2.5, minus 118. If you want me to give you my last game quick, I will do it. So then you can do yours. We'll get Dylan with his picks. Penn State plus 1.5, minus 117. They're at home against Minnesota. I like Penn State to win this game outright. I think they should be favorite. The wrong team is favorite. That's how I feel. Minnesota and Penn State are just freaky teams. They're hard to back sometimes. Penn State was my go-to team total over team last year. But I got this total set at about 144. I have the way I look at it that the market has it at 142 to 144. I like the way Penn State's playing when they come home. I think they're gonna win this game outright. I took them plus 1.5. Those are the games I'm on, and I'll put them together and put them out by the end of the show. What else are you on, D?
My next game is Tulane and Memphis, which is an interesting game because Memphis actually has one of the inefficiencies in this game, but I'm liking taking Tulane over 70.5 points. I think this game's going to run some numbers. Memphis is supposed to come in here and take care of business, but I think you can't count this Tulane team out. Great investment right here. Tulane team total over 70. This one's all against my matrix right here too. This is just me. I'm probably
another game.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have a shit of a day because I'm kind of
maybe not.
I'm not believing in my system right now, which is something I'm not supposed to do. But it's Sunday, and I just feel like moving around a little bit today. Let's see what happens. So, got a couple things all over the place. I don't think I'll go over, but you know what I'm saying. We've got a lot of people in the chat, man. My man Don plays in the house. We got OD in the house, and our man.
What's up, Don? Don's always in the house.
Of course, we got Smart Money Bets. I don't see my man X in here. My man Wine stopped by, said what up too. So yeah, man, we rocking and rolling this morning. So I'm taking Tulane team total over 70. I also have a small bet on Tulane first half plus 5. Just seems
I like that. I like that team. I like that Tulane team. They're a scrappy team.
Yeah, like all of that is contrarian to what my matrix has. And Tulane is another one of those schools that download they're putting up the money to bring in the better players. Same thing Memphis been doing for years, but Memphis need to move on from the coach and do something different because they keep, investing into this team and they keep ended up with the same results. So that's that. That's my plays for the day. I'll run through them real quick one time. Turn it over to my man Dylan. Here we go. I got St. Peter's Riders. St. Peter's over 35 first half. Then I'm going over here to the same game. I got 137 for the under in that game right there. Then I'm gonna jump right here. I got Florida minus the 9. It's a sharp bet. I'm with the Sharps right here. Lose with the Sharks. And right here, Maryland and Purdue. I took Maryland plus 15.5 against my matrix. I also took the first half. Full game over 70 for Tulane, 70.5 also against my matrix. But those are my spots today, man. Dom, you wanted to give a preview?
Hey, DJ, you took over my identity. You always wanted to be a white Italian guy from New York. I know it.
Hey, I know I got a little Italian in me somewhere, man.
You sure do, my brother. It's called Sicilian. Anyway, good morning, Gary and C. How you doing, man? my brother. Jimmy G, how's the little baby doing, Jimmy G? Jimmy G's a new father again. Now a little baby running around in the wHoBangin family. Love to see it. Just quickly, I looked up the injuries for today because that. Remember we talked about that Nebraska game last time with Michigan. That kid is still Reineck Mast, the forward. He's still questionable. My injury report said if Mast is a high impact front court piece, which we know, if he's out, the model leans even more towards Illinois. Illinois has been missing 3 rotation players, but they've been out for a little while. So one guy's been out for the season. One guy's looking to return in a couple weeks. So they've been dealing with these 3 guys. One's a starter. I think the other 2 come off the bench. So anyway, no key injuries in any of the games that I talked about. Here are my games for today. Illinois plus 2.5, minus 118. I'm against my boy DJ BigBoss I have Alabama plus the 8.5. I wish he wishes he got the minus 8.5. I wish I got the plus 9, but that's how it goes. When it depends on when you bet, right? That's minus 118, by the way, the plus 8.5. I also took the under in that game, under 176.5. I have that going to like 170, so hopefully I'm right on that one. St. Pete's, we're both on that game. I'm on the first half also, but in a different way. Minus 3.5 at minus 129. I'm on Penn State plus 1.5, minus 117. And I am on my Purdue team total over 81.5. That was minus 115. And that is what I'm on. Gary, Gary, you want any plays today? And is
he's got St. Pete's under
what games what's your best bet today?
Yeah, I got a fun fact for y'all too about those injuries in college sports. So in some conferences, it's required that they have a cutoff time that they have to report their injuries. And the league overall is trying to make it to where they have to do it or whatever. But the fact of the matter is there's no discipline for it. There's no fine or nothing. So they just bullshit.
They can hold back then.
Yeah, they can still bullshit, even though they trying to tell them, hey, you got till Wednesday to tell us who's going to be playing, and then they can bullshit it off and let that happen.
I mean, I just asked a question now about the injuries. Now it's 11:45, and they still saying for that Nebraska game questionable. So that makes your point right there. Mr. Dillon, NHL time. Fuck you, Dillon. Let's go. You got anything? What?
Fuck you, let's go. All right, let's do
Fuck
it.
you. It's fuck you. Fuck you.
They say that on Decent all the time. It's pretty funny because the girls always says it. She's like, it's fuck you time, she says. I crack up.
Time.
Anyway, it's a good name of a show. Go ahead, Dill.
There's only 3 games again today.
Yeah.
But, we're going to keep it tight. We're going to make it right. We're going to get this money in NHL today. Yesterday, I didn't bet too much, but the bets that I have been betting have been good. Been taking those long cards of just making 1 or 2 plays. But I hit the Leafs yesterday. It's always fade the Canucks. They're not playing today, but remember that. Just fade the Canucks the rest of the season.
That's his motto.
Yeah, honestly, right now you just have to. They don't win 2 in a row, and they just won once. I think they've only 2 in their last 20 games, something ridiculous. But another team at the Kings, I've been fading the LA Kings this season like crazy. Don't like them. They're versus the Hurricanes today. It's the first game at 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock Eastern. It's 8-1 to the over last 9 with 1 push in there at 6. The Canes are 1-3 in the last 4, but they did win the last game and are 9-3 in the last 12 games. As away dogs, they're 4-1 last 5 to the over, 6-1. And the Canes are 7-3 all time in this spot. Both of these teams, I should mention, are on a back-to-back. They both played yesterday. But yeah, I would lean towards the Hurricanes here, but they're minus 180. Can't really do much with that. But I like the over here. It's 5.5. So we're going over, baby. Over in the 1 o'clock game. Kings Hurricanes, even though they're on a back-to-back. Maybe that means the players are tired. Maybe they give up goals, but I think we're going to get some here. Usually back-to-back doesn't always say under to me, so we're going to go the other way.
6.5, right?
5.5, actually.
6.5, Dill?
5.5
You got
minus 115.
on which game?
Kings Hurricanes.
Oh, for some. Okay. I was looking at Vegas. I'm like, what? I'm seeing 6.5. I was looking at Vegas. The betting splits for DraftKings has the agreeing with you on the over 5.5. They got 68% of the handle. So the money, 68% of the money on that game came in on the over, and only 32% on the under. So there you go. And they got the Hurricanes. 92% are on the puck line for the Hurricanes, by the way, Dylan.
That's crazy.
On the betting splits. Yeah. I mean on the betting line, the money line, it's 67%, but that's minus 180. So they got the Hurricanes putting a hurting on them, it looks like. But anyhow,
they're definitely the better team here.
I like your bet. Over 5.5. I like that.
They've also got the better goalie here, too. Brandon Bessie I think he's one of the best goalies in the league right now. He's 20 wins, 3 losses, 1 overtime loss, 2.18 goals against. Then Anton Forsberg, I don't like this guy too much. He's 9 and 10, 6 losses, 4 of those in overtime. And then goals against 2.48. It's not a bad goals against average, but I mean, his record's not that good. So give me the guy that's 20 and 3 here for sure over the 9 and 10. Bussey's been unreal this year. So yeah, I would go Carolina. If you can catch them live, maybe Kings go up first. If you can get a better price on the Canes live, I would do that. But over 5.5, it's my bet here.
What do you got next?
Next one, Bruins versus Tampa Bay Lightning. Come on, bring it up here. The under here is 6-1 in the last 7, also 8-2 in the last 10. And Bruins have won 3 of the last 4 matchups. I kind of want to shoot for a dog and fade the Tampa Bay Lightning, even though they've been on fire lately. Boston hasn't been too bad themselves. And they're plus 175. They're both 4-1 in their last 5. Though Bruins did lose to the New York Rangers. That's not a good look. Not right now.
No, not at all. No, that's not a good look at all, man. That's like losing to the New York Jets. Go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
It's bad. But yeah, I mean, I think I want to take a dog shot here on the Bruins. It's what I really want to do. But the under, I think, is the best bet in this game. Both the goalies are very good. And like I said, the under is 6-1 last 7, 8-2 last 10 on the head-to-head records. And the goalies, let me bring those guys up here. Jeremy Swayman, 22 and 12.
You got 5.5, Dylan? The total?
This one I think is at 6 now. I think it was 5.5, but it's moving up a little bit.
And
both the goalies are pretty good here too. It also says that Tampa wasn't on their first back-to-back game, yeah. So they'll be on a back-to-back tomorrow, Tampa. Maybe a look-ahead spot to who they're playing. I don't know, but I think this line's a little bit too wide here for what we're seeing from both these teams. So I'm going to take a shot on Bruins, and I'm going to go with the under here too. Just has to be done.
Yeah, I mean, it opened up at 5.5. You're right. So if you're seeing a 6, that's good. If you take it under the 6, Circus still has it at 5.5.
Yeah, I'm seeing them just move now. Actually, when I capped it this morning, it was all.
It just moved.
It's all about moving right now. Actually.
Yeah, just click the 6,
Crazy.
and it's basically all the money and both sides are even now.
When we moving lines over here.
We're moving lines is right. So
all 10,000.
Who's Iowa State playing today? By the way, guys, who's Niagara playing and who's Iowa State playing?
I'm on that Niagara game right now. They playing Marist. I'm gonna give my boy his answer in a second.
Who they playing? Marist,
yeah.
Okay. And what about Iowa State? Who they playing?
I'm not sure who Iowa State's playing.
Kansas State. All right, Pop. You know, it took me a few weeks to figure that out, by the way. All right, first we'll go with Iowa State. You got that, Iron? Hey, Dylan, I didn't mean to interrupt. You got a third game, right? I'm sorry.
There's one more hockey game. That's all good, Dummy.
Yeah, I'm sorry, brother. Go ahead.
It is the Vegas Golden Knights versus the Anaheim Ducks, our favorite team. You know, we got the jersey up on the wall right here. We love the Ducks over here at WhoBangin. Vegas is on a back-to-back. Now this one's gonna get greasy. I'll be honest with you. Vegas as away dogs. They're 2-0 on the money line. And this one was a pick 'em this morning too, Dommy. So I wasn't sure I kind of had to research this one. So I looked them up around moderate favorites when they're around this -120, -110. They tend to win that game. And when they're on a back-to-back, out of the 6 games they played with no rest versus the Ducks in this spot, they've only won twice.
Wow.
The Ducks. But I'm going to go back to the well. I'm taking the Ducks today.
Is that why the Ducks have 100% of the handle? Is that why the Ducks have 100% of the handle on the plus 1.5? They have 100% of the handle. On the money line, -108, they got 66% of the handle. And on the over 6.5, there's 100% of the handle. And now this is Circa I'm looking at. Circa's pretty sharp. They're kind of like like me and DJ grew up with Pinnacle always being the sharpest. Circa is pretty much the sharpest, at least in America. So there you go. And did you like the over in that game?
I didn't really get to a total here. I mean, I do like the over in most of Ducks games. I wouldn't really bet an under in their games.
I'm gonna tell you this much. I didn't even know at WhoBangin we was about the Ducks. So I took the Ducks too. Now that I know that we the Ducks, I'm taking
because the Ducks fly together, baby. There's a little Ben Affquack for you on the drums.
As for my boy Don Play in the chat, I got that information for you. It says right here, take Niagara plus 8.5, while Marist is a superior team. The head-to-head trend is too powerful to ignore. The last 5 games have been decided by 6 points or fewer. Combined with Niagara's recent competitive and narrow losses and the public money's backing them, there's a strong case it will keep the game within the spread. Take Niagara.
There you go.
Jimmy says
so Dylan, run over your 3 games again.
Sorry,
Dylan, run over your 3 games again.
A little bit indifferent here too. He's got different money numbers on this Ducks games too, but also 68% of the tickets, but only 51% of the money. So yeah, it's a weird game, but that's the reason why I'm just gonna go for the Ducks. Just gonna shoot my shot here. They're also better current form too. If we look at what they're currently doing, Vegas is 4-6 in their last 10, 1-4 last 5, and then Ducks lost their last 2, but they did win 3 before that, so 3-2 last 5, and 7-3 last 10. So they're definitely in better form right now than Vegas is. So if we get around that big shiny Golden Knights jersey, could say the Ducks.
Wow.
Well, let's wrap it up, man. Go ahead, give them a review so we can get up out of here.
The other bets I was on, that was the Ducks money line there. We had the Canes, if you can get them live for a better price, take that. I think they're going to win. Also on the over 5.5 at -115 in that Kings versus Hurricanes game. The under in the Bruins versus Lightning game, it's -115 too. I believe that's a 6.5. And then the Bruins money line at +175. We're going to take a dog shot there. Then the Ducks, like I mentioned, who did move to a favorite, was a pick 'em. Now they're the favorite. What's that price at actually now?
That's it. What you got going on for this week, Dylan? You doing
this week
UFC for next weekend or what?
I think there is UFC again next week.
Wow.
I'll have to double check that, but I think there is another fight night next week. And then me and Sniz will be doing the TGL tomorrow. The golf league will be right here on WhoBangin Sports. And yeah, that's make sure you tune into that. We've been profitable on that motherfucker. 4-0 since we started live streaming. TGL, the golf league.
Yeah, I mentioned that before when we started. I mentioned that you guys are starting to do that TGL stuff. I was explaining that last night to my brother-in-law about that. He was asking. He's a big golfer, but he really didn't know about that. He was kind of asking me about it, and I got to let him know. When's the next one on? By the way,
the next one, it's Monday. It's at 3, cool. So 5 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah, cool. Very cool. Very cool.
It's a really cool.
What you got going on for the rest of the day?
Make sure you do.
That's it for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna cap this TGL card. Honestly, with me and Sniz are gonna go backstage, look
Gotcha.
at that, watch some
Yeah.
hockey games.
I'll be in the
probably
chat.
get some talking hockey with my guy Jimmy G. Who knows?
I'll probably
man?
be
Get
adding
back
some
to
games
Jones.
too. Yeah. I'll tell you, I capped that Iowa State game in Kansas State, but I did it quick. Jesus, they got that game at -14. I got them winning by 5. I got to look into that game more. That might be I got to look into that more. But anyway, thanks everybody for showing up today on our Sunday morning madness. And we will be back again next Sunday. Maybe during the week we'll do something also. Getting close to March Madness, we'll be having more shows and more shows.
Okay. It's my turn to send us home. And I just want to say it's the first day of February. If already 1 month down until 2026. But what have you done yet? Let's get some things done this month. And let's move some things around this month. May y'all have a great Sunday. WhoBangin. Yeah.